And we have such a beautiful musical score to bring us back into Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. So, without further ado, let's start talking to people. Let's talk to the lady on the piano.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobbart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors were honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this lady was my favorite. Like, such a fucking big character in a game like this is just such a perfect thing because they stick in your head and they just stay there and you want to talk to them and you want to learn about them and you want to figure out what they're all about. However, we have a mission to do, so we're going to talk about Monsieur Khan.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Like, when I played this, I was young enough that I didn't quite understand that joke.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling, Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
So rude. Okay, let's show her the picture, though.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Okay.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobbart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase.
Right, let's go talk to the clerk.
I have to go, ma'am.
Because there is a key, and I want that key.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Yeah? Oh, he thinks I'm one of those private detectives. The ones that, like, specialize in extramarital cases. Okay. No. I do murder. Okay. I don't do murder. I investigate murder. I'm so bad at investigatingness.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Okay. Let's try this.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay.
Can you tell me which room the man in the photograph is taken?
Oh, no, monsieur. That information is confidential.
Would it make a difference if I told you the guy in the photo was a murderer?
We are accustomed to catering for celebrities, monsieur. Movie stars, politicians, royalty, sporting personalities, they all stay here.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, you did, monsieur.
Many times.
Thanks for your help, buddy. There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
22. I'm gonna assume that's the key for it then. Let's just go grab it.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You are trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
What now, monsieur?
I want the key. Give me the key. I want the key. Give me the key. I want the key. Give me the key. I want the key. Give me the key.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
Massive rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Oh, that's acceptable. I could pass it up for the Dutch.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Right, there is one person who is more than willing to help us, though. This Norman English lady.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I want the key, get me the key. I want the key, get me the key. I want the key, get me the key.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
I'm hoping it's the key to Merlin's room.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
I love the way she knows how to use that as a tool, and trust me, we all have it.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you, my dear.
Well, I do say. Let's take that key, thank you very much. And up we go. Like I said in the last episode, we're going to let this one run a tiny little bit long, because we have just hit on the most exciting part of this bit. So, opening this door.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Because the right room is one up. Okay, so we got ourselves into a different room here. We know we don't really need anything from here. Let's crack open this window. Because I remember this bit really vividly. Oh, look at this. Just perfectly creates that sense of, like, depth. The sense of height. This tension. Alright, we're in his room. The room of a murderer. Let's case the joint.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
I don't know, can't remember what.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
See what's in the cupboard. Let's search his
There was nothing
pants.
in the pockets of the pants.
Dang it. Can we open the other door? No. Okay. So, seriously, this was futile. There's nothing in here. Okay, well, let's leave, I guess. It's the only option that we've got right now. Uh-oh. Spaghetti
I had
out.
the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Less monologue, more get in the cupboard. Close the door. E. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh. Ooh. Phew. Okay, I thought he was going to see me then. I literally had my breath closed the whole way through that then. Just look at that face. Awesome. This was not quite the futile endeavor.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Excellent. So that gets me into the safe, which we are going to leave till the next episode, because that one was way too tense, and I'm fairly confident you're going to need to calm down after that. I just know it. So, I've been Andy, you've been awesome. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like what I've been doing and want to see more of it, there are links on the screen to some of my other videos. If you really like what I'm doing, then you can leave me a comment and a like on this video as well. And if you really, really like what I'm doing, then you can leave me a subscribe. So like I said, I've been Andy. You have been awesome. Thank you so very much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.